Hey everybody, today is October 10th, 2021, and it's time for an update on the home. I know you guys are probably saying, Nick, I thought this thing was supposed to be done by now. Well, I was hoping it had already been done, but we're getting closer and closer. So I got good news to report. We're about to make a lot of progress on this thing. See all this brick sitting out? Yeah guys, the home is going to get brick underpin this week. Finally. It probably could have been done last week had it not been for the rain we kept having. But anyways, the weather is cooperating better now. It's drying up. Gonna have the place treated for termites Tuesday, and the brick mason plans to start right after that. So we're gonna be going with this, what's it called? Old Charleston brick. It's got more of a brownish tint to it. It's what the home actually had, or close to it. Basically, I went through the old photos that I had of the house before before the brick got knocked out from under it. And I was like, you know what, I'd just like to go with what I had. So I think it's gonna look really nice. As you can see, we got the front deck attached. My dad got this deck and the little side deck unloaded off of his trailer last week, and got this handy forklift. He's got a forklift and a bobcat, and both have come in very handy with this whole project. So today got the forklift out here, and me and my mom actually got this thing attached to the house. So got these blocks supporting it for now, at least back here anyway. The brick's gonna support it once it's built. That's why the footing is there. Got some blocks back there on top of the original footing that the mobile home movers had poured, and also got it lag bolted to the house. So it's solid already, but it'll be even better once it's bricked in. Tell you what, guys, this is crazy. Still got my temporary steps here for now, but it's been a long time since I've been able to walk on a deck in front of this house. The last time I was able to do that was way back before the thing was moved. So yeah, the steps used to be on the home right here, and this deck was lower to the ground there than it is here. I plan to put steps right here where these temporary ones are. Yeah, in case you didn't know, these were the steps that came off the former back deck that was on the single wide. Yeah, those have come in handy quite a bit. I had those. We use them steps to unload the single wide. The mobile home movers use them to get in and out of the single wide, and been using them to get in and out of this thing. Maybe you'll see under there. You can see the bolts there. You see how the house is how the porch is bolted to the house, bolted to the rim joist. Pretty similar to how the back deck is going to be attached. So the screened-in porch. Hate to say it, guys. I know y'all liked it. At least y'all who've watched my storm videos used to watch videos from the porch. This screened-in porch is going to be losing its roof very soon. The roof is coming off of it. It's going to be an open deck that's going to be attached to the side of the house. And guys, I'll be honest, this is something I've been on the fence about for quite a while, because I did love having this covered porch. But the thing is, number one, the way the siding is on this house, it's a hard siding. It's not like vinyl siding. This is cedar siding. And it's you can see how it's sort of like in a chevron pattern on the sides. It wouldn't be exactly easy to flash into that, because you have to flash in behind the siding. And also, that thing was just a tad bit too high. I mean, the thing is, we could have dropped the roof a little bit, but just to be honest, the roof on that thing It's just not great. It's just not in really good shape. The deck, however, is okay. Now my plans are to have this front porch covered, so you can see it's not very, very big. And my dad's like, one day you ought to extend it out. Maybe, I don't know, probably not, because it's gonna be bricked in. But anyways, I guess I can say this thing is it's about halfway covered as it is. But my plan is to eventually have that roof extended out to the edge here and have, of course, have it stick out like that on the outside of the porch, something like that. But eventually this one will be covered. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have it brick underpinned. That way it would be better able to support the weight of a roof and stuff like that. So one day I may end up having like a sunroom or something out here on this side. I don't know, because I mean that deck there, it's the deck part, it's in okay shape. The roof part, not so good. The roof, when that thing leaked a little bit when it was on the single wide. But probably one day I'll totally build something new out here, and then maybe have the roof extended over. I don't know for sure. That's just that might be one day. I don't know, but I definitely would like to have this one covered. In the meantime, guys, I may still do my porch videos. I'll just have to do a little bit of modification to my camera. Maybe make sort of a wetter case for it. That way I can still set it right here on the porch. Because the good thing is most of our thunderstorms, the winds usually blow typically from west to east. So we'll just have to see. We'll just see. I mean, we're getting pretty much to the end of thunderstorm season for this year. I mean, it is October. But let's go and talk about what's going to happen out back. So this little deck here, my dad unloaded it off his trailer, and took some 2x4s and attached them just to act as temporary support, the way it could stand this thing up. Gives you a good idea of what it looked like when it's attached to the house. So my plans for this guy are to place it back here on the rightmost back door. So that deck is roughly 7 foot by 5 foot, give or take some inches. I mean, I got the exact measurements, but I don't have them right here with me. My plan is to attach that deck right here. So my plans for the rest of the deck, it's going to be roughly 10 foot by 27 foot. It's going to basically connect to the little side deck and go over to here. Won't be too hard to build, actually, because that's how the previous back deck on this home was built. And I got pretty much all the stuff needed to build it back here. Not sure if I've talked about that or not. But all this lumber back here, and this Walmart tarp here, it's just about had it. So you got pickets, got 2x8s. The 2x8s were the floor joists. Got these 2x10s here. Those were the girders. And also got a 2x10 ledger. Sections of it anyway. That's what attaches to the house. So plan is to put the little side porch on first to give me a reference of how high to build the rest of it. And I mean, to do all that, I gotta dig the footers, dig out the footings, and also for the side porch, gotta dig out the footings and call in an inspection for that, get that inspected and passed. And then it's going to be putting the rest of the decks together. And once some decks are together, it's going to be very close to move-in time. Finally. And also, just going to walk inside to finish up the video here. Not really much has changed inside. I still got to have someone come out to put the carpet back together. We got some people who can do that. Really, it's just a matter of stretching the carpet, because all that's needed really, I mean, it's the carpet to be pulled back together and a carpet iron stuck in here to melt this glue. Mobile homeowners put that in already. Got to do it across here, and in here. And also gotta tape and mud these cracks in the drywall. Of course, this is the halfway point. Gotta mud that and paint that, and also just a couple of other areas inside here where the drywall had cracked during the move. But really, guys, the brick underpinning and the decks, those are the things I gotta get completed in order to be able to request my final inspection and move in. Also, I got a call roof right here. I think I talked about this in my previous video. Had a roof leak in here, and it turns out it is still active. I was in here a few days ago when it was raining, and I mean, it was basically like drip, drip, drip. You see the hole in the floor there. That's due to the water dripping and landing right there for probably, there's no telling how long this has been leaking. But yeah, it looks pretty bad when you don't have light in there. Of course, there is some mold in there. The key thing is I got to get that leak stopped. I got to get it stopped. Yeah, definitely got to get that stopped. So I got to call a roofer out here to get an estimate on having that fixed. Pretty much, I'll walk outside again, talk about that, and telling you guys this is so sweet. Being able to just walk out onto a porch. I'll be really excited to be able to walk out onto a porch from the side and back doors. But I used a different camera last time, that way I could zoom in easily. I can zoom in with the phone and hopefully get this on video. But it's right there where the chimney is. I think it's leaking somewhere either on the chimney flashing or between there and the edge. I did go up there about a week ago and attempted to seal that with cement. Pretty much what I did was I took some roof cement and just sealed around everywhere around the shingles up there. There's a dip right there in the roof deck, and I think that's where it's leaking. That's where the water seems to be coming in at. But really, guys, it's been leaking so long. It's been leaking so long that the roof deck under that section is just disintegrated. Matter of fact, when it was raining and I was over here doing something, I reached up in there and I was able to feel the bottom of the shingles from inside the house, mind you. So yeah, that needs to be addressed. and I think I kind of ran about this in a previous video, talking about, you know, when you hear water dripping and stuff like that, you really should take care of it. Now, I'm sure at some point it was dripping on the fireplace and making some noise, but really, to be honest, due to the nature of the leak, the way it was leaking, it was hitting the floor, you couldn't really hear it. I mean, you could hear it with this hole in the wall, but with the drywall still there, I mean, you couldn't hear anything. I didn't really notice it was that bad until the rim joist was replaced, because when they had the rim joist ripped out, that's when I noticed the rot. And that's another thing, is if I'm eventually going to have to take that siding off and replace that that OSB sheathing back there that's on the outside of the house, between the, of course, between the studs in the wall and the siding. But yeah, guys, it's getting closer and closer. I know y'all are anxious for this to be done. Me too. Not gonna be too much longer. Because I think I mentioned in a prior video not too long ago that the brick underpinning and the decks, those were the two big things that I need to complete in order to be able to close out my building permit on this place. So yeah, it's already exciting to be able to walk out onto a front porch. I mean, the porch right now it's attached to the house, but it's being supported by cinder blocks and shims. But once the brick is laid, the brick wall will become the main support for it, at least around the edges. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.